Hello everybody, my name is Casper. If you are new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. Here I talk about books, e-readers, comparing e-readers, and I just ramble on about all the books that I like. Currently I am at work, hence the background, but I do have a little bit of time. It's very slow at the moment, so I just wanted to pop on and put this intro. This video is very exciting because I am reading my first ever ARCs. I just wanted to film the whole process and just my rating. I have started reading the first one, which is Nest of Magic by Kate Mosman. It is a cozy sapphic fantasy romance. Set in like modernish time, set in modern times, and I will give a better description of it once I am off work. I am most of the way through it, and I may finish it today because on my book.While, which I'm reading it on the Netgalley shelf app, I'm reading the book on the Netgalley shelf app on my book.While. The reading is going quite a bit faster, and I'm able to get reading done at work because on the book.While it does have a read aloud function where it highlights the words that are being read. You will see that in a clip of me reading this the other day at work. Just like some of like the lines just being highlighted. You can't really see what's said, but I was reading. I have some more posters to roll up for my work. So repetitive motion and audiobook, love it. I will talk more about the book in the description later, and I will give my full-on review. But I did want to just pop in here before it was just like random clips of me reading a book at this desk. And yeah, this will be a more focused video on the books that I am reading, and I just want to stay solidified in like the review aspect. I am going to continue reading. I'm about 69%, 69% of the way through the book. I'm really liking it so far. It is very, the pace of it is really nice, and it's very much, it's a comfy, cozy fantasy romance, and it is very much, it has like funny moments, and it's very much a book that you can just settle with and do things while you listen to it. It's engaging enough to keep you like waiting and like listening and wanting to know more of what's going to happen next, but also cozy and calm enough to be able to just sit there and listen and do your thing. It is very much a good pace. Like I was saying, I'm enjoying it. It has been really nice to listen to at work. The romance in it is also just really cute. Okay, hello, future Casper here with the description of A Nest of Magic. I'm going to read this now. This is future me. I have read the book. I loved the book. So this is the description. There once was a town where nothing happened, until one day it did. Crinithia, the librarian of Shadowridge, doesn't fall for mysterious strangers. She doesn't go for long walks in the woods, and she most certainly does not believe in magic. She has her books, her rescued hound, and her cabinet of chocolate. Everything she needs for a cozy night alone. Thank you very much. But when a bet with her best friend leads to a hike in a maze-like nature preserve behind the Shadow Ridge Library, she meets a mysterious woman who challenges everything she thought she knew about her town, her destiny, and her heart. She doesn't believe in magic, but magic believes in her. It's just so good. It's a low-stakes, cozy fantasy romance. And very much, it's very bingeable. It's very so many things. I know that I say a bit of things because I just did the review of it, but I'm about to write out my review. I love it. Highly recommend. But here's me reading it at work. Good morning. So, the clips that you've seen before this, I finished A Nest of Magic yesterday, and then because I wanted to listen to more books, just to like have something going on while I was at work, I picked up another book. But first we are going to talk about A Nest of Magic. It's like, I'm gonna sit it at like a 4-star for me, because it's not a 5-star, and it's definitely not a 3.75. It's like right there. So I'm gonna say it's a 4. It was a really good read. I enjoyed it. It is very much it's, as it says, it's a nice, low stakes, cozy fantasy romance. It will have you laughing. It will have you just like, there's just moments that it's just really cute. And if you love like bookish things within books, like we have a character who's a librarian and we have a magical woman. What more could you want in a sapphic fantasy romance? But I absolutely loved this book. I loved like everything about it. It was so, like, the elements were so fantastical, and just, I liked the pacing. The pacing was pretty fast because it is a short standalone, but the world building was solid. Once you got to the end of it, it's like you were fed more and more information about everything throughout the book, so you're not left wondering. You are more so left, like, at the end with that you've learned everything. If you are looking for a book club book to, like, read in October with your friends, I would say, like, it'd be really cool idea for the people who do like the themed drinks and like the themed book club events. I had a great time. I read this directly after reading Bare Your Teeth by Tooney, which is a high stakes fantasy romance. And after everything that had gone on in that, like, I sobbed at the end of that book. This was exactly what I needed. It was very much comfy. It was very much heartwarming and just made you smile a lot. And also, with being able to listen to it at work, I had a really good time. Just being able, it helped me get out of my head and get out of the work kind of like funk that work always puts me in. But if you are looking for a really comfy, cozy sapphic fantasy romance, or you're like looking for something just really fantastical and that will have you questioning things, or just books with a bookish setting, because one of the main places is a library, or like a small town fantasy romance, I highly, 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 highly recommend this book. But yeah, I just wanted to pop on and talk about that because it was such a good book. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much. And it was just a book that left you like, there were so many moments when I was just like giggling to myself because I'm like, what is going on? But it's like you understand, and it's just like some of the things that are said, it's just like, I love this. I love this. It was also reading queer joy and just the love. It's also a no spice, purely soft, comfy romance. Don't mind that. That's a coffee spill. I went to take a sip of my coffee before I came up here, and I forgot to open my mouth. It's one of those mornings. I'm tired. But if you are ever looking for a purely soft, comfy, safe for work fantasy romance that has has amazing female characters and just such a happy ending. Gay books with happy endings gift them to, like, I love that. I love being able to, like, have the satisfaction of they're happy and just, happily ever after. It literally felt like one of those fairy tales. It's just like, and it's all happy ever after. I will write out a more formal review that I can sit and think about this with, and it will be on my Instagram, which will be linked below, or linked in my profile here on YouTube. But yeah, I'm going to probably leave the audiobook I started for while I'm at work, and I will talk about that probably in another reading video. My first ever ARC review is up. One second, there, I look more alive. My first ever ARC review is up. I posted it on my Fable, my Goodreads, my Instagram, my Threads, and this will be the reading vlog for it. But it's just like my first ever full-on, like, sat down, wrote out the review to post, and my first ever ARC review is online. I'm not gonna cry about it. Maybe. I have been wanting to do this since I was 16. It's just a moment of just like, does my Instagram have no followers? Yes. Does this YouTube account only have 7 subscribers? Yes. I don't, like, Fable and Goodreads are recent. Same with Threads. It's just like, this is all like starting out, but it's the fact that I actually did it. I actually started. I actually posted it. I actually applied for those ARCs. I actually read it. And now my review is out there for people to see. I'm really happy. I'll put a picture. I drew out this whole thing for the template for my review, because I've seen a few people do that with their reviews for books. When they post them, they'll like do like a really pretty template sort of thing for like the image of their post, and I'm like, I really like that. So I did that. I did it. My first ARC review is out and up, and I'm very happy. And now on to Witch Lore, which I'm gonna start reading now, because I might give myself a few minutes, because I'm just like, I don't know why, but this feels really big to me. And it might sound silly to some people, but to me, it's a really big thing. But yeah, I'm going to read in a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit to maybe watch some booktube or something, get my e-readers charged up, but I can't describe the feeling I'm feeling right now. It's just, I'm proud, I'm happy, I guess. There's so many emotions, so many of them. Oh, thank you for this opportunity, is all I have to say. I feel like I'm end up doing my hair. Like, I did my hair in the last video, I'm pretty sure, as well. Like, but that's because it's only been a few days since the last video. But when going through and editing this video so far for A Nest of Magic, I think I'm going to leave it at just that. I think I'm going to leave it as a video just for A Nest of Magic, just because it is a very special book to me now, and it is, I feel like I want to talk about it a little bit more, and with already what I have in that video so far, I feel like it deserves a little bit more screen time, because I didn't get a lot of footage of me reading it, because I did listen to a lot of it at work, and therefore I couldn't film because I was at work. And the only reason I didn't get as many clips of it, or I didn't like wait to get home, is because I couldn't put it down. I would listen to it. I listened to it over the span of 2 shifts, but I did get to read it. I wanted to just talk about it more and kind of like debrief, if I had the chance to like completely forget the book and go back and read it again, I would want to read it with friends. I don't have a book club. I don't participate in a book club currently, because like, well, there's no really because I don't currently participate in a book club. But if I did, I feel like this would be an amazing like October book club book. It comes out on October 14th of this year, 2025. And I just feel like with how, like, it was a nice, quick, snappy read. It was a really comfy, nice, magical fall read, and it did leave you, like, feeling warm and touched, especially the end of the book. I won't talk about specifics of what is in the book just because I don't want to give spoilers. The book's not out yet. But I'm very excited for it to be out and for other people to read it. But if I could, I would love to like make a little cozy night and talk over it with friends or something. It does feel like a very sit down and bingeable book. If I could like read it all over again, I would just sit down and read it start to finish. And who knows, maybe I'll read it again like next year once I have time to like my brain to like digest it all, and then like maybe little bits and pieces will become new to me again. That happens a lot when I do rereads of books. It's like, I didn't even notice that before. I'll be able to pick out more things. But it is very much a 4-star read. I had a harder time rating it because it is so far out of what I normally read. I read books that normally have really high stakes, really heart-wrenching things, a lot of enemies to lovers, not a lot of the kind of like love at first sight-esque kind of love. But I feel like sometimes we just need those types of reads. The reads that are out of our normal like range of what we normally read, and just books that are truly just pure on happiness and fluff, and they have the really nice cozy, like afterwards you're happy for the characters, you're happy for the love that you got to witness in the book, and it's just, yeah, I wanted to basically give this book the time it deserved, and just like give this video to the book. I know I did start to read How to Bite Your Neighbor and Win a Wager in this video as well. I will keep in those reading clips, but I also am probably just gonna take that into the next reading vlog when I am reading my other arc that I was approved for, and that book, because I will be doing a lot of audiobooking at work from now on, because I do feel like that is a very good use of my time when I'm sitting at a desk for so long. It is easier for me to be listening to a book and have to pause it than for me to be reading a book and have to pause it. I'm very much someone that if I'm physically reading, I like to full on just sit down and read until I'm done reading, which is normally when the book is done. But I also am, I don't have a comb on me, don't judge. I am going to also be just taking my Kobo Libra color to read a bit of my other arc once I'm at work, because I also just am very excited to try out the pen feature, because I've never had an e-reader that I can write on, and I already tried it a little bit, but not enough to get like the full taste of it. I'm just gonna go over some spots that I see right now. Okay, I think it's good. Oh, it's so good to have my hair refreshed. You can't see well, but you can see that it's more even. I have highlights under a lot of this, so those fade faster. It's also because I'm not using permanent color currently on my hair. Let's just leave that there for now. But anyways, I really enjoyed this book. I really enjoyed the fluffiness of it. I really enjoyed the pacing of it. At first I didn't know if I liked the pacing of it, but I know now, like, once I had to sit with it, I always make sure to sit with my ratings for about a day before I mark it as read. Because I want to be able to sit and really make sure the feelings I have of the book, because it might take a little bit of time for me, because at first it was sitting at 3.75, but then I was like, wait, I'm not judging this fairly because I'm judging it based off of what I normally read, and it's not like what I normally read. So I took a step back, and it's like, I don't read a lot of the love at first sight, but when I took a step back at it, I was like, you know what? I do really enjoy that. I might be open to more lovey-dovey stuff in the future. Because, see, the thing is, what my reading is, what will be seen a lot, is I really like the enemies to lovers, where there's the slow burn, the not liking each other, the pining after each other then after, and the yearning in them being hopelessly in love. But I like that being over the span of time. I don't normally read books where it's like the forefront is the romance. This was a romance with fantasy. So it was new for me, but I still really liked it. I enjoyed it. I did need a book like that. I would highly recommend it to other readers who need like a nice comfort read, or just like a quick little pick-me-up kind of read in between like a really heart-wrenching read, which is what I basically did. And yeah, just a little sneak peek at what I'm reading next is what I'm going to be finishing, because I'm about halfway through How to Bite Your Neighbor and Win a Wager. And I am going to be reading Sharpen Your Claws by Tooney. The book I currently read before this one was Bury Your Teeth by Tooney, which is the book that ripped my heart out. And this book that I just read, A Nest of Magic, kind of like repaired it a bit, but I'm ready to go back into the world and get my heart kind of hurt again. I don't know if that's going to happen because it's the second book in a duology, and I'm honestly terrified. And then, okay, we have vampires. Then we have Sharpen Your Claws, which is Fae. I'm trying to remember what the book is called. I'll pop it up here. I'll pop up the title there. No, it's Throne of Desire by Lucien Burr. I will have to read that on the Kindle app on my Books Palma, because it is a Kindle Unlimited book. Because then that's that series finished. So the lineup for the next little bit, I have some vampires, fae, demons, and then I'm also going to be reading my next arc, which is Witchlore by Emma Hines, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check that I'm saying that right. Witchlore by Emma Hines, yep. And I'm very excited for that one as well. So, witchiness for that one. So we got all the fantastical things. But I love monster books. I love fantastical creatures in my books, because I don't normally read books that are like in modern times or set here, because I'm like, it feels awkward. I want to get out of this world. It's like I read to get out. It's like I want to see other places. So there's definitely many books that I could read like that. But those are like the lineup of the four. So How to Bite Your Neighbor and Win a Wager, Sharpen Your Claws, Throne of Desire, and Witchlore by Emma Hines. Those are all the books that I'm going to be reading next. You'll probably see a little bit of all of them in the next reading vlog, which is currently being recorded. But yeah, I will leave it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you again to Kate. If they see this, I really appreciate being able to read the book early. I really appreciate the story, and I loved the characters and the witty and silliness of it. It is very much what I needed. I will also have the book linked below for it is on for pre-order currently, so I will have that linked below if anyone is interested in it. Please definitely consider checking it out. Thank you to Netgalley again for sending me the book, and just thank you for this opportunity. Thank you to whoever's watching. This is a big part of a dream of mine. I've always wanted to be the person to get advanced reader copies and review them for people. It's a really big thing for me. So thank you to whoever's watching, and thank you Netgalley and Kate for making this experience possible. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, evening, and night. I am going to get back to reading and just chilling for the rest of the night before I have to go back to work for the rest of the week. Yeah. Bye-bye. I love you.